Hey guys, this is the Hydro. It has been a while since I've done a video, and was working on a friend's account. You guys may have seen this one before if you have watched my videos. This one is not going to be as long or nuts as any of the ones before, but he's got some new heroes on his account that I went through and geared, and we're going to launch right into those. This is an arena video. Now, he's had Wurlim, but hasn't really had him geared right or done his masteries, so I went ahead and set him up pretty much strictly for arena. This is more or less the best gear he has available on his account. I wanted Wurlim to be beefy, I wanted him to hit hard, and I wanted him to be relatively fast. Now, Magic Lettuce is currently in Silver 4, so I wanted to make sure that he had a team that would let him grind up to Gold 4. Even so, he's got to pick his fights carefully, but you know, that's no big deal. We've all kind of got to do that wherever we're at in the game. So I managed to get him in Divine Crit, Divine Life, and Speed. He's with 187 speed, solid defense, good hit points, crit rate, crit damage, and resist. I am not so worried about landing his crit damage debuff, because that's just not a factor in what's going on here in arena, especially at the point he's at. You just need to be able to nuke people down, and you know, and just get on to the next fight as quickly as possible. So that's kind of what I wanted to set up here. Now, he does have Rotos. Rotos is set up for clan boss and not ideally geared, although well geared. For arena, we're going to need to pump up that resist, keep the accuracy the same, and get crit rate up to 100%. I may look over and see if that's possible with gear here on his account, but right now I've drained most of his resources. So we're not using Rotos, we're using Wurlim. Cruexta was a new pull of his, and I just re-geared her. Got some amazing rolls on the Relentless gear, and so all in all, she's looking pretty good to me. You know, this seems to always happen on other folks' account, but some pretty freaking good rolls on this year. Most of it was unrolled, with the exception of these gloves, which I decided to build around. Well worth it. I think it worked out. She's not at exactly 100% crit rate, but I mean, I wouldn't complain, and you'll see why. She's pretty amazing. Now, he does need a resist banner. He doesn't have one, working on a spider team. So Cruexta's next. We're going to use Kymar as lead, try and get that edge on people. He's pretty well geared. You know, he's beefy and hits pretty hard. He's got other heroes in here that we haven't messed with yet, so we're really just kind of getting started on what he can do in arena and building one solid team to start, and then we'll build 2 more for 3v3 and see how that goes. You know, I've got Apothecary, of course, you know, as my pusher and as fast as possible. So with no further ado, let's launch into some classic arena goodness. Alright, I think the rest of this page is a little tough for this team. May be able to take on this guy. Yeah, I should be able to. The only thing that this team right here is currently lacking is defense down. So I gotta figure out a way for his team to get maybe an AoE defense down, although at this point they don't really need it. Later in the game, or I mean later in arena they will, but Silver 4, there's not, you know, there's strong heroes but not a lot of great compositions. And you know, just kind of try and push through here. May need to double check Kymar's accuracy, but I think we're going to be okay here. Alright, now I can actually get a kill with this team, I think. Waiting for that Relentless to proc, but does not seem to want to. Alright, Here we go. Should be able to finish this up with at least a victory. About to see where Wurlim shines here. I think Foley might have just gone off. Shit. All in all, some bad RNG in here. Should have won this by now. Alright, take a nap, Foley. Take a nap, Sinesha. So yeah, I basically wanted to put him together a team that could just kind of brute force through here. Been unlucky on procs through this, but still, you know, probably could have run that on auto and pulled it off. I don't know, sometimes they don't go after the reser. So, and usually that's how I test a defense, which reminds me, for right now, we are going to make that his defense, because this low in arena, people are going to struggle with him. And he won't drop rank, we'll get him to push back up into gold. So let's refresh here, take another shot at this, maybe a stronger comp. I think this might be an ass whooping right here, but let's give it a try. Now, Kaimar's cool in that he can remove buffs. He's got that badass arena speed lead and a full cooldown reset. So he is an ideal arena hero. And I'm liking Wurlim for this this crit damage boost. But it's definitely struggle with some of these guys without defense down. Alright, so the best thing to do here is strip them. And I definitely gotta take a look at Kaimar too. Fucking Wurlim shit. I don't like not having a reser. But he doesn't have Arbiter yet, so. Really am liking Cruexta. She's pretty solid. This might be a loss. I don't know. Looks like we're gonna pull this one off. Feeling that lack of crit a little bit. Still, I mean, so that was a fairly solid composition. You know, not perfect without a pusher, but still pretty strong, and we're walking over him. I mean, we should with this team, but so that's more or less what's going on here. That's how to play this particular team. Wanted to make a video for folks in general, since I haven't been around for a while, and for Magic Lotus in particular, so he has an idea of how to use these four. Once he's got some more money banked, we'll move on with building some variety for his compositions. Thanks for your time, guys, and I will catch you next time.